Hello and welcome to Monster Jam Simulation Series Arena in 30. My name is Jackson Morris. We are here in Allentown, Pennsylvania to see 8 trucks tear it up in this beautiful arena. Let's take a look at our driver lineup. Weston Anderson is here in Gravedigger. Tony Oaks driving the amazing Thunderosaurus. El Toro Loco, Fernando Martinez. Jamie Sullivan is here in Monster Mutt Dalmatian. The Zimmers are back. John Zimmer Jr. driving Terminal Velocity. John Zimmer Sr. is here in Uproar. You'll notice that Alex Barden is driving Just Get It Done 2 instead of Brandon Talachka. That's because Brandon Talachka tonight is driving Megalodon. So a really fantastic lineup here, but our first competition of the night is Monster Jam Racing. Now let's take a look at that bracket. In round 1, we're going to see Dalmatian take on El Toro Loco, Gravedigger take on Uproar, Terminal Velocity take on Just Get It Done 2, and Thunderosaurus take on Megalodon. We got 4 races in round number 1. Let's begin our racing competition. Pulling to the line first, it's Jamie Sullivan, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. And in the other lane, it's Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco. Ready to go, and they're off. Looks like a great start to El Toro Loco. Jamie Sullivan with a great turn. Who's it gonna be? El Toro Loco. Fernando Martinez takes the first win of the night. Moving on to our next race, it is John Zimmer Sr. in Uproar, and he is going to be taking on the always fantastic Weston Anderson in Gravedigger. As they await at the line, green means go, they're off! Great first turn by Weston Anderson, leading the race so far. John Zimmer Sr. is behind. It is going to be Gravedigger taking the win in this race, advancing to round number 2. Alex Barden driving Just Get It Done 2, and he will take on John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. It is so good to see that truck back as well as Uproar. We're off. Terminal Velocity looks like he's got the early lead. Look at that incredible turn by John Zimmer Jr. And he will advance into round number 2 of racing. What a turn. Coming up next, Thunderosaurus with Tony Oaks, and he will take on Brandon Talachka in Megalodon. Now, Michaela Talachka could not be here tonight. That is why Brandon Talachka is driving Megalodon, and Alex Barden is in Just Get It Done 2. Great turn by both drivers to the finish line. Oh, it's too close. I couldn't call it. We're going to have to take a look at our replay here. And it's going to be Thunderosaurus with the W. Tony Oaks taking home the win in round number 1. As we move on to round 2, let's take a look at that bracket real quick. El Toro Loco will take on Gravedigger, and Terminal Velocity will take on Thunderosaurus. So we have 2 action-packed races, as now we take a look at Fernando Martinez pulling to the line. You see him blowing that smoke. Meanwhile, Weston Anderson pulling to the line. You see those red headlights coming on. That means he's ready to go. As we are off. Dead even coming around to this, the final turn. Slight edge del Toro. And Fernando Martinez takes the win, advances to the championship race. And he will face either John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity, or he will face Tony Oaks in Thunderosaurus. And they are off. Looks like a slight edge to Thunderosaurus, but Terminal Velocity once again with the incredible turn. And Terminal Velocity will take the win, moving on to the championship race to face El Toro Loco. So Fernando Martinez and John Zimmer Jr. will be fighting for that coveted championship series win here tonight in the racing competition. Fernando pulling to the line. He wants the first 8 points in tonight's racing competition. As does this man, John Zimmer Jr., who has recently just returned to the Monster Jam circuit. Green means go. They are off. Terminal Velocity with the slight edge. But he once again whips that truck into the corner. and he will win tonight's racing competition in Allentown, Pennsylvania. What a night so far for Terminal Velocity and John Zimmer Jr. And as you can see, John Zimmer Jr. leads the overall event standings with El Toro Loco not far behind, Thunder Royce in 3rd, and Gravedigger in 4th. Now let's take a look at the skills challenge. Here is our top 4. You can see on the bottom left is the skills criteria, your best maneuver on 2 wheels, creativity, wow factor, and the scores are done by you, the fans, at Allentown. Let's take a look at Brandon Tolachka with a beautiful stop. He puts it on the nose, turns the rear tires, absolutely beautiful. And he's just gonna rock it back and forth, turning the wheel, saving the truck. Nicely done. You see now, he kind of gets a bicycle. Oh, he gets it up. Can he save it? Nicely done. And that score is going to be an 8.731, which was 4th place. Is up next. It is Tony Oakes and Thunder Royce, also in a pretty good position to do well tonight in the overall event standings. Tony puts it up on those 2 wheels, combos into a wheelie, rocks it on the back of that tailgate, that wheelie bar, and he puts it into another stoppie. Oh my goodness. Tony knows how to throw down a really good skills run. He just has insane levels of control on that Thunder Royce truck. As he puts it up on the 2 wheels once again, hits that lip and pulls it back. Nicely done. Walks it forward a little bit, gasses in, gets into a little bit of a wheelie. And that, I think, will be good enough for 3rd place. It is an 8.894 for Tony Oakes and Thunder Royce. Taking 2nd place, Weston Anderson is here in Gravedigger. And he had an incredible skills run. Take a look at this. Gets it into a beautiful stoppie. Everyone really seeming to like those lips. They get that great pop, and they just pull it forward and pull it back, getting close to the shutoff area. But he does, in fact, walk it back. Absolutely beautifully done by Weston Anderson. The 4th generation of Anderson has joined the Master Jam circuit and has been impressive ever since. And that was just proof of it there. Lines up for the 2nd bicycle, actually gets it compared to Brandon. Spins it on the tires. Look at that control. Sets it up on 1 wheel. Can he save it? No. Slams it into the jump just there. And you can see there, he really got that rotation quite well. Very impressed with that. But he couldn't quite keep it on that front. Tried milking it a little bit. Couldn't quite get enough. However, it is a 9.006, which is good enough for 2nd place. Now, taking home the skills challenge win would be none other than John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. Kind of going with what Tony Oakes just did before. You can see there, once again, using the lip to turn the truck around. Puts it into a wheelie. And he rides it into another stoppie. Combos just like Tony. And he puts it into a butt kicker moonwalk. The first and only one of the night. Rocks it back. Gets it into a wheelie. Unbelievable job. Take a look at this replay. That incredible butt kicker moonwalk. And then you'll see here he rode it back. Got it up and got it into another wheelie. I mean, John Zimmer Jr., absolutely fantastic. And with a 9.386, he will be at the top of the overall event standings. As you can see here, he has 16 points compared to Weston Anderson's 11. And Thunder Royce not far behind, as well as Fernando Martinez. The other drivers have some catching up to do. But now it's time for one of my favorite competitions. It is the Sky Wheelie competition. And once again, we're going to highlight the top 4. You can see there the criteria, the height of the jump, the vertical position, the use of obstacles. Let's see what Jamie Sullivan can do. Big Sky Wheelie slams down on the pod. And she gets a 9.219. Which was good enough for 4th place. Fernando Martinez has had a pretty good night. And he gets a great Sky Wheelie. Bounces it off the top and sets it down. It's a 9.276 for Fernando. Out next, Tony Oaks and Thunderosaurus in a great position for the overall standings. Gets a nice vertical sky wheelie, rocks it forward over the pod. And he had a really good one, is a 9.325. And taking the Sky Wheelies win, Weston Anderson, take a look at this. I don't think I've seen anything quite like this. Incredible vertical positioning, twists it on the back tires, and he twists it the other way, and he got stuck. Wow. I mean, what a Sky Wheelie from Weston Anderson. Almost went up and over, and then he got that crazy twist. Weston Anderson with an absolutely phenomenal Sky Wheelie, and with a 9.488, he will, in fact, win the competition. And I think that puts him in a great position for the overall standings. It does. Actually takes over Terminal Velocity, who got last in Sky Wheelies, has 19 points. And Thunderosaurus is now tied for second place. So we'll have to see how this pans out in Freestyle, which is the final competition for tonight. As starting off tonight's Freestyle competition is going to be Brandon Talachka and Megalodon. Now they need to fill 15 seconds in order to qualify for a score. There is also fan scoring. Make sure to get in some wow factor, creativity, and some technical moves. And you can see now he has filled 15 seconds, so Brandon Talachka will in fact get a score. Brandon is such a fantastic driver, and he is out here representing Megalodon well. Nice little floater jump over the pod as he swings it around. He's doing very well so far. Nice air. Slams down, tries to get into a stop. He can't really get it. With 35 seconds left, he needs to impress those judges with something special. Gets into a wheelie, uses the mini flip to help pop him up. That was nice. With 22 seconds left, what can Brandon Talachka do to impress the fans? A nice Sky Wheelie would do it. Absolutely incredible job so far. 13 seconds left for Brandon Talachka. And he's going to try another one of his patented stoppies. Can't really get it. But he does get a bit of a wheelie combo. Nicely done. And he is going to end off his freestyle run with some great donuts. Give it up for Brandon Talachka. Scores an 8.581. Good enough for first place. We're going to take a look at some freestyle highlights here. Alex Barden had a great run, but unfortunately at the end, well, let's just say it wasn't very pretty. That stoppie, however, was. But unfortunately, this was the demise of the run right here. You can see he gets tripped up, tried to save it, gets really close to the wall, gets an 8.450. Fernando Martinez also suffered a similar fate to Alex Barden. He did, however, get a nice nice big air to start off with, and gets a great stoppie on the front, twisting the wheels. Speaking of twisting the wheels, look at that wheelie rocking it back and forth over the pod. Walks it back, walks it up, continues to walk it all the way across the pod and sets it down. And you see here in a very similar crash, gets very close to the wall, and he does land on it an 8.087, not enough for first place. Now, tragically, John Zimmer Jr. was in really good positions for the overall, but you see here, he pushed the truck just a little bit too far, gets caught up, goes off the side, makes the save, and the knuckles break, only gets a 6.637, which will put him so far at the bottom of the standings. So we'll have to see how that plays out. As out next is Tony Oaks in Thunderosaurus. Let's see what Tony can do here in freestyle. Gets a little wheelie off that angle jump right there. About to compete in his third season with Thunderosaurus. Nice little jump right there. And I can tell you what, Thunderosaurus has been such a great fit for him. He's really elevated his game to another level, and I think give him time, and he might be a World Finals champion. Nice rebound wheelie right there. That was wonderful. With 37 seconds left, he's putting his name into contention for the freestyle win. Gets a nice rebound. Gets another nice wheelie. Walks it across the pod. Gets into a stoppie. I mean, Tony Yerkes is just throwing down right now. But he's got 18 seconds left. What is he lining up for? I think he's lining up for the Morgan & Morgan mini flip. Think he's getting a better run at it, but with 4 seconds left, can he get it? He does, over-rotates it, spins it around, gets the save. What a save from Tony Yerkes and Thunder Royce's time is up. Oh, gets a twist, can he save it? Nice. What a run from Tony Yerkes and Thunder Royce. I would think that that would take the lead, as you can see here, just had that crazy rebound. And does make the save. Now this save here was after time, so I'm not sure if this is going to count towards the scores. But that backflip was crazy. And Tony Yerkes will take over the lead with a 9.176. Very impressive job from Tony Yerkes and Thunder Royce. Weston Anderson starts off his run with a donut. You can see here there's no body after he crunched it in sky wheelies. Weston Anderson, again, a very accomplished driver, won all of his series he's ever been on. Now, for the first time in 2025, will compete on Arena Series West. Weston Anderson throwing down with 50 seconds left. What can he do that the judges are going to really want to score it? Because Thunder Royce, Tony Yerkes just hit the backflip. And Weston's trying. He's got really fantastic momentum. Other than terminal velocity, we haven't seen this momentum all night long. So I'm really excited to see what Weston Anderson can do out here. Nice floater jump right there. Spins it into some more donuts. I think with a great finish, this could take the lead. Get a little bit cattywampus over the pod. 14 seconds left. What can he do? Oh my goodness! Ragdolls the truck, gets a 9.087. I believe that is good enough for second place. As out next is Jamie Sullivan in Monster Mutt Dalmatian. She next year will drive Sparkle Smash on the Real Life Monster Jam series. For Monster Jam Simulation series, you'll just have to find out. 60 seconds left. She has filled her score. Nice jump right there. Now, she has been at the bottom of the standings for most of tonight, but she did pick it up in Sky Wheelies, and she's hoping to do really well here in Freestyle. As she spins the truck around, nice jump right there, gets a little bit cattywampus. With 34 seconds left, I think she's putting the name in the winner's circle possibly, if she can finish strong. Cross thread a little. We haven't really seen that tonight. It does have to back up. 20 seconds left. Whoa! That was a bit of a crazy move right there. With 15 seconds left, can she do something the crowd likes? Oh my goodness! And gets it into a great save. 5 seconds left for Jamie Sullivan. Gets into a little bit of a wheelie. 2 wheels, saves it. And that is time. You can see the the ear come off. And that is going to be an 8.654. Good enough for 4th place. Out finally, John Zimmer Sr. in Uproar. Now, let me tell you, it's so good to see both of these trucks back in Master Jam. Both these drivers, the Zimmers always throw down, and John Zimmer Sr. is ready to throw down. Gets a nice bounce. Now, he also has been at the bottom of the standings for most of it tonight. However, let's see if he can make a change here in Freestyle. Spins it around. Goes for another wheelie. Beautifully done. I mean, Uproar is just such a good-looking truck. I mean, it's one of the newest, and it's one of the prettiest, in my opinion. Oh, nicely done. Gets it into a stoppie. Rocks it up the pod. Nicely done. I think he got stuck in neutral there with 18 seconds left. Let's see what he can do. 15 left. Beautiful slap wheelie over the pod. We haven't seen that before. With 8 seconds left, I think he's going to finish on a wow factor. And he kind of does, and that is time. I don't know if they're going to allow this final hit. Oh, man. Saves it right there, and he will get an 8.570, which does mean that Tony Ocean Thunderoris wins Freestyle. However, Weston Anderson Gravedigger takes home the overall event championship in Allentown, Pennsylvania. You can see Terminal Velocity finish 3rd, El Toro Loco in 4th, Dalmatian in 5th, Megalodon in 6th, Ghetto Done in 7th, and Uproar in last. Well, that concludes tonight's Arena in 30 episode in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you next time for some more Monster Jam.